The words of wisdom with Apostle Dr. Umar Molinde.
Thousands of churches have been deregistered in Uganda. Are you aware of that? Thousands of churches have been deregistered by Uganda Registration Bureau or Service Bureau. This is an arm of government that is entitled to register companies. Now, at one time, churches, especially the born-again churches, we had been told to register by the NGO, as NGO. And then later on they said, before you register in NGO, you must go through the company, register first as a company. That's where even we book our names. But this is something that we need to take serious. Time has come when the Uganda Registration Service Bureau is saying that it has to deregister some companies. But amazingly, among the companies, thousands are churches. Very many are churches. And this brings to this question: who can really deregister a church for the failure to file an annual returns as if a church is taxable? Do we pay taxes in Uganda? The churches pay taxes in Uganda? Who is this person? Can you say that that's a mistake? No, I can't say it's a mistake. These people who are working there are educated people. They know that if something is written, because I have been going through the list and it's amazing. There is a church which has, all the definitions of a church. For instance, somebody can say Gospel Harvest Church, and that is the name, and then it gets deregistered. Can a Gospel Harvest Church be a company really in Uganda? And then if you find that Life Christian Church, I'm just giving examples, but there are very many. I've been going through them, and I'm just intending not to mention the names of our churches, but many churches, especially, particularly the born-again churches, are now deregistered. And this brings me to something that I said before. Balokoli, my people, wake up. The people who hate the church, they know how to fight the church. One of the mistakes that we did as Balokoli is to make people think, or our people think, that we can take over the world, we can overcome everything through only prayer and preaching. And you find us in the church clapping our hands, and then we go out and preach and you say, we are taking over the land. That is a lie. I am a born-again Christian. I pray, I preach, I'm filled with the Holy Spirit. I speak in tongues. I am an apostle of Jesus Christ. But I'm telling you, the greatest damage the Balokol of this generation have done, they have done to this generation is to deceive our people that only prayer and preaching can take over the land. No, we need to position our people into positions of influence. We need to disciple our people to go into leadership with the purpose of being objective, provide justice to society, and also uphold the godliness in our society. But if we allow witches, night dancers, drunkards into positions of influence, these are the things that can happen. And you should remember, don't be deceived. Whether you are spirit-filled, there is a power that a politician holds that can even subdue a spirit-filled person. We go back to the Bible in Exodus. The man called Pharaoh, he had no Holy Spirit. He was just a man, but he had the power. Let us encourage our people. Now elections of LCs are coming up, but locally, stand in and take those leaderships. Let us encourage our people to go into the parliament. They are making bad laws against the church. Let us encourage our people. Those people who have professions, they have trained. Let us not, you find somebody is a university graduate taking a good course, and then he thinks that the only way of serving God is to go and preach. No, you can use your profession to spread Christ. Be a good lawyer, provide justice. Be a good judge, provide justice, uphold godliness wherever you are. Be a good, successful businessman and doing it in the name of the Lord. So we have to disciple a generation and telling our people, we need a psychological change to tell our people that serving God is not only in prayer and preaching only. It's everywhere. Because when we leave these things, some of the lukewarm Christians, they say, those are earthly things. Politics is an earthly thing. And they even say that, politics is a dirty game. Nothing, there is nothing which is not dirty. Even money is dirty. The money you are holding in your pocket, you don't know where it came from. Maybe a witch. Maybe somebody killed somebody in Ginger and then gave to a taxman when he was coming to Kampala, and now they bought your sugar in your shop, and now you're holding that money. Things are dirty depending on who holds them. It's like a gun. A gun is bad if it's handled by a robber, but a gun is good if it's handled by a police officer who is guarding a bank or a church. So it's even politics. If dirty people are there, then politics will be dirty. Take their people who are not dirty, who will make laws that are in consonance, in agreement with the scriptures. That's why I encourage people, Christians, born again, spirit-filled, go into politics in full swing. Go into business in full swing. Go into employment, into those offices, wherever. Let us send there our people who are going to bring light into this darkness. Otherwise, if we don't do that, a politician, I can give you an example. A simple RDC who is a drunkard can close the church. And the church is full of these people, spirit-filled, and they have dreams from heaven. And then a simple man comes there and says, you don't have a night prayer today. What if that man was born again? He could have supported. A small DPC on a village who is drunk can even stop a crusade. What if that DPC is born again and is a God-fearing person? That's why when there is police recruitment, send there our Christian born-again people. When there is, elections, now LOCs are coming up, let our people study. Our youth go into those LOCs and they become LOC of the village. Let us encourage our people into going to these positions of influence for the sake of discipling a nation. If we don't do that, we shall pray, we shall preach, and cry and complain at the same time. But if we do the other one, we shall pray and preach and see miracles and disciple our country. I am Apostle Mamulinde. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord's countenance be upon you, and may the Lord give you peace. Shalom.
The words of wisdom with Apostle Dr. Umar Mulinde.